Hey guys, Puddin here with a replay in my Montana. As you can see, we're on North, and on North I believe the best strategy to possibly give your team a win is to go to A and C. Those two are usually the most heavily contested and fought caps at the beginning of the game. Usually a DD will usually get D or B. At the beginning, if they can get it, and if they can get it relatively safe. The other thing is, I feel that there's no need to ever push onto the other side of the map to the enemy side, because usually when it happens, you die, unless you are going with about, three or four other ships, and there's only one or two enemy ships. When you have the numbers and they don't, then yeah, you can push, and it usually works out in your favor. But that's usually more towards the mid/late game, which is where usually B and then D kind of get fought over, and C, but it depends on what caps you have compared to their caps. Now what I'm doing is I'm just seeing where our friendly ships are going, where everybody's positioning, and what's going on. But my initial plan is to hold out at C. I'm going to do as much as I can to discourage the enemy from pushing anybody around at C, try to stop any of their advancements at C, and obviously do as much damage and sink as everybody that I possibly can to help ensure a team victory. Now, as you can see, the opening here, we've got a friendly DD, obviously capping B. Our DD on our side is going to C, along with our friendly cruiser. Now, I think our cruiser shouldn't have played as aggressively as he had. The other thing is, you can see we have two battleships going to D, which I think is a colossal waste of time and stupid part on their part, because this is the one time where I would actually say, if the enemy just pushed through C, all they got to do is send one ship to D to slow those two guys down. Those guys could push through very easily, swing around, kill the two guys left at D. Now they have D and C, ships on two sides, and it's not a very good situation for us. So, with this is why I'm saying I'm going to do everything I can to make my presence felt at sea, to stop them from pushing through and doing just that. Take a shot at the Iowa, misjudged the way he was coming in at me, but I did know that he was slowing down. At this point, I should have focused my fire on the enemy cruiser, but I was just feeling like I could get a solid hit on the Iowa. Maybe would have been able to, well, no, I wouldn't have been able to save our cruiser, but I really should have focused fire and secured the kill on the cruiser. Luckily, our Tirpitz does that. Our Iowa engages his speed. He's coming at me. I've got my speed going. Take shots in from the Iowa. Thank God it doesn't do a lot of damage. But like I said, my presence here right now is stopping the two enemy battleships, from coming through. And now we're going to stop and look at the mini-map. As you can see, we have a 2v1 at D with a potential 2v2. But I have three enemy battleships in front of me, plus an enemy destroyer. I've got to deal with the destroyer, because that's going to help out the team the most. The guys are at A, playing a little bit too passively for my liking, but I am not over there, so I'm not going to judge very harshly. But what I am doing right now is I am stopping a destroyer and a battleship from coming through. And that is the best thing I can do for my team right now. And now we're going to cut back to the action. I'm going to focus all my attention on the destroyer because this guy needs to die. Because if he is a full concealment build and nobody can outspot this dude. Gonna fire my front guns, do significant damage to him. And I'm waiting for him to come over. I'm slowing down just to get these rear guns back into play because I do have the reload, which means these turrets don't turn as fast. The enemy destroyer slowing down. Back guns, front guns, a good night, Sally. See you later, sucker. All AP, slowing down to full broadside, and at this range, most of your shells are going to hit with 1 or 2 missing. Devastating strike, he's gone. Focusing my attention to kind of figure out what this enemy battleship is doing. I'm assuming he's slowing down. And oh crap, there's another gosh darn destroyer. Gonna turn my ship because it's gonna help my guns. I've got to turn to get away from his torpedoes. Anyways, but like I said, no, we are definitely gonna have to reassess the situation. And we're going to sorry about that. Going to have to check out the minimap and reassess what is going on. As I see an enemy cruiser going on, and I because it screwed up my timing. But here we go, the minimap. The 2v1 at D is now a 2v1 in the enemy favor. Don't know what these two guys were doing at D to lose that situation. Got an enemy destroyer at D. I don't want anything to do with him because if he's smart and knows how to play it, he will annihilate me. So I'm going to swing back around the mountain to come back up to re-help out the destroyer at C. The guys at A are now starting to push, which is a good thing. So now I'm going to cut back to the action. See the enemy cruiser, I'm going to take a shot at him. Try to annihilate him, hopefully, but get some damage to help the guys at A to get them over here. Because the situation going on at C and D is right now, my thought process, one is, I have to turn for enemy torpedoes that are pretty much going to be guaranteed coming. There's no way this guy is not going to be sending torps, but right now I have this island in front of me that is kind of blocking me from this, and that's why I haven't started turning yet, because I kind of want to draw this guy into that I'm just going to keep sailing this way. Now I start my turn hoping that this guy's torps are sent and they'll just sail right by me. But at this point, see the enemy Yamato, don't want to show this guy too much side, but I am not spotted, so what I am going to do is I'm going to try to swing to get these front guns into play, and ah crap. Right as I do that, here comes torpedoes. I was hoping this guy misplayed it, but this guy played it very smartly, and I'm probably going to eat... Wait, what? I didn't eat any? All skill, no luck, you gotta love it. Returning the ship to obviously avoid the torpedoes that never connected. Missed the shot from the battleship because I was trying to turn from those torps. And I'm hoping that the Yamato's behind an island and can't get a shot because I need to turn around, or turn to get in towards C to hopefully help out this gentleman. And, yep, nope. Couldn't be my luck after the all skill and no luck. Oh, hope he can't. Well, never mind. There's the Citadel. There's another hit. Gosh darn it. There went some luck, and I have to run into our friendly turrets. Oh. I guess I wasted all my luck on those torpedoes. Still spotted by the destroyer. Not sure if he's within torpedo range. He very well may be in torpedo range. But if his torpedoes are reloaded and he dropped, my best bet is after hitting the friendly battleship is actually just drive straight and go fast. Get the heck out of Dodge, because hopefully that hit would have misjudged his torpedoes, and my luck would have it. Nope, his torpedoes are kind of on target again. So now I just have to outrun his, and just a little bit luck that he misjudged my range. Running into the torpedoes probably saved my life from those torpedoes. Karbarov has got to be not happy. But now, with everything that's been happening, gonna have to look at the minimap and readdress the situation on what's going on again. The 2v1 AD is turned on to 3 battleships, so now my new game plan is to help out the friendly cruiser that was looking at these guys at 3. I've got to hope that the DD can deal with the enemy battleship that is coming to sea. I've got to turn this into a huge delaying action. I've got to delay these guys for as long as possible for the guys at A to get over here to help mop up anybody that is left alive after I am probably going to die. And here we go back into the action. And at this point is when I start doing the turn to deal with these 3 guys. Now the other thing is I do have my AA focused on this fighter to help out a destroyer to get that little guy out of the way so our destroyer can't send torps without this fighter spotting him. And I kind of wish more people would do this, because it really does help out your destroyers. It helps out so much. Turning my guns, and I'm just going to lay into the first sucker that comes around this island. And it just happens to be the enemy Tirpitz, who is also in the middle of a turn. Everything let loose, and whoa, 36k and a Citadel. Hello, Sally. Bet you didn't expect that. Now, of course, I have the full attention to all 3 of these guys, because they have taken out the friendly cruiser that was over here with us. I have got to slow these guys down by A, killing them or doing so much damage to them that they actually turn around from us. Highly unlikely, 3v1. They've already shown they're competent enough to deal with our ships, so I'm thinking these guys are a little bit high money. But right now I've got to deal with the enemy battle. This gentleman here, I can't pronounce his name, sorry. Got to get his secondaries out of play. Because those things are just going to make my life a living hell. Luckily, I did repair my rear gun, and that's what came into play. And that just took out him. I should have focused on that guy a little bit sooner, but I was trying to take out a front gun on the Tirpitz, and as you can see prior to that, luckily our DD is still in the area, still helping out, does massive damage to the IO. So now this is turning out to where I can actually survive this battle. I've got the island blocking the Yamato from taking shots at me. I'm not showing any side to the Iowa, and my guns are kind of on an offset due to one of them being knocked out and I repaired it. But I am aiming at his guns. I'm trying to knock out one of his front guns, because that will cut his firepower in half if he's just going to stay bow on. If he wants to get that rear gun into play, he's going to have to show a little bit more side, which is going to make it easier for me to get some more penetrating strikes in on him. Iowa is actively shooting at me. Now, I was going to wait for my front guns to be rotated to turn my ship to get as much firepower on this guy as possible. Still, at this point is what I'm doing to turn to get the firepower onto this guy to hopefully finish him off. And at that point, all of my guns are reloaded. And I fired a little bit early, didn't wait for both front guns, but luckily I did because the enemy Yamato would have been looking at my full broadside instead of me turning back. Now I don't have a choice. I kind of have to turn my ship to angle against the Yamato, and whatever side I show the Iowa, but I cannot afford to show it to the Yamato. Incapacitated another one of his front gun, and luckily the fire caused the Iowa to die from my secondaries. Now all I can see is Yamato, so now I'm kind of returning the front guns again, and I take another solid hit from him, fire my guns at him, and I kind of make a couple mistakes here. Now, considering I'm running a concealment build and we both have the exact same reload, I kind of know when I'm going to pop out detection because nobody's within range. Now, what I should have done here was, as soon as I become undetected, I should have turned around and closed the distance to the enemy turrets instead of trying to take another shot at the Yamato. I could have gotten all my front guns, could have gotten all my guns into play against the turrets before he would have spotted me. But now I have to make my turn back in. I've got to get to my team. I've got to... well, I don't have to, but if I want to win, I kind of have to get these guys to attention, to get these guys to angle against me, to give the other ships chances to hit the broadside. I ping the map to let them know where there's two ships over here. Making my turn into concealment, nobody can see each other. Yamato pops back in to play. Now I want to get this guy's attention for our destroyer to hopefully torpedo, because if he gets more worried about the torps, might be a good chance I can get those broadsides. Here's the torpedoes. Recovered a lot of that health that I've actually taken away from him. So now it's a full health Yamato and 3/4 torpedoes versus me, which I'm sitting at about a quarter health. It's not a good situation. But I need to get these guys' attention away from the friendly ships. I need the friendly ships to get over here to help me out. I need to delay these guys from shooting the friendly ships for as long as I possibly can. Get all of my guns going on the enemy turrets, and thank God I took out some secondaries. Those are probably going to save my freaking life. Ugh. Hate it when I knock out modules and don't do damage. Now here is another mistake that I made. I had cut my speed down in front of a torpedo, which I know has torpedoes. Trying to knock out a front gun to limit his firepower, because I'm going to have to turn. But in the process of me slowing down to try to miss the Yamato shots and throw off this guy's spots, the torpedo closes in a little bit too close. But he is going to be showing me an awful lot of side here. Let loose with everything. Finally destroy a gun, but that doesn't matter because he's dead anyways. Now, I know the Yamato had shot, so hopefully I can complete this turn and outrun these torpedoes that are coming towards me. Not sure I can do it. Not sure if I can make it. Take all the torpedoes, but I did delay these guys long enough for the team to get the win, to get rid of these ships. And as you can see in the post-battle results here, 7,000 experience, 170 damage, only one devastating strike against that pesky destroyer, 2,600 base experience due to the 4 ships I sent to the bottom of the sea, by doing a delaying action. And as you can see, with a full repair cost, I still walked away with some money, which is always great. As you can see, most of my damage coming from AP at over 140k, 6k coming from secondaries, and 17 due to fires. Just want to say thank you guys for all the support you've been giving us. Keep those likes coming, hit the subscribe button, and keep those replays coming in, guys. And also have a great day.